Okay, so in this problem, I definitely would not want to solve this by using my square root method, because I don't want to be adding 225 to the other side, multiply by 16, divided by 9, and then taking the square root. It's definitely something possible, but I already noticed that 9, 16, and 225, I know those are square numbers. 3 times 3 gives me 9, 4 times 4 gives me 16, and 15 times 15 gives me 225. So I know they're all square numbers, which is now tells me, and I know it's a difference of two terms, so I know I can apply the difference of two squares. I just need to make sure I can formulate it in the right form. So remember, difference of two squares, comes in our general form. And when I have a squared term minus another square term, I can factor it into a plus b times a minus b. So what I essentially need to do is look at this as a term itself and say, how can I rewrite it as it's written as a squared term? How can I rewrite it as just the single term? Well, I see what two numbers, as a fraction. First, I'll set it equal to 0 in my factor form. I say 9 over 16. What two numbers, multiply by themselves to give me 9 over 16? Well, since they're both square numbers, I can rewrite that as 3 over 4. And then obviously that's going to be x minus the square term of 15 would be 15. That's 0 equals. And then I'll just write 3 over 4x plus 15. Right? And remember, I can always check my work, because negative 15 times positive 15 is 225. 3/4 times 3/4 is 9 over 16, and x times x is x squared. So therefore now, since I have a product equal to 0, I can now apply my zero product property. So 0 equals 3 over 4 is x minus 15, and 3 over 4x plus 15 equals 0. By now applying my inverse operations, I'll have add 15. So I have 15 equals 3 over 4x. And over here, I have 3 over 4x equals negative 15. Now, when solving a problem like this, you can divide by your fraction 3/4, or you can also multiply by the reciprocal. Well, the reciprocal of 3 over 4 would be 4/3. So I'll multiply that on both sides. And I'll do it on this one as well. 4/3. Actually, you know what? In this case, I'll do it a different way. You could also just divide by 3/4. Right? It doesn't matter if you multiply by the reciprocal or divide by the number. We know that any term multiplied by its reciprocal is 1, so you're just going to leave with x. Then I have 3/4 times 15. Well, remember, you can write 15 as 15 over 1. 4 times 15 is going to be 60. 60 divided by 3 equals 20. So 20 equals x. And in this case, remember, when you're dividing fractions, remember, instead of dividing fractions, we like to multiply by the reciprocal. So instead of dividing negative 15 divided by 3/4, what we're really doing is we got to do negative 15 multiplied by the reciprocal of 3/4, which would be 4/3, which is really exactly what I did over here. So therefore, x equals negative 20. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you solve using your difference of two squares. Thanks.